Hi, this is Attorney Mike Allen coming to you from Chicago as usual. And today we've got a really fun clip with Judge Rangel down in the 171. And joining me is the lovely and gracious Yesenia, my assistant. Say hi, Yesenia.
Hi, everybody.
So I brought her along on this adventure because there's a lot of Spanish speaking in here, and I had some questions for her as I watched the video. She has not seen the video yet because I wanted her direct reaction to it. I already know part of it. It's going to make you nuts, Yesenia.
It's totally going to put me on the spot.
Yeah, it's a woman trying to handle her own workers' compensation case in Texas.
Well, that should be fun.
Yeah, and it's sort of like what you deal with on a daily basis, but you're gonna want to help her, and you're just not there to help her.
Right.
You know? Why don't you bring us in with Welcome to Law Talk with Mike in Spanish?
Okay. Bienvenidos a Law Talk with Mike.
Next one is Christopher Luzzi, defense attorney and pro se. Gloria Barbosa. Ms. Gloria Barbosa, you're pro se. Are you present?
Chris Losey here for Old Republic, Your Honor.
Thank you. Yes, Ms. Barbosa, is that you?
Sí, presente.
Okay, ma'am. She said yes, present. We're not on the record right now. Did you ask her for an interpreter, or do we have we have Mr. Cifuentes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Cifuentes, let's do consecutive. It can't be simultaneous. Well, it could be. We do have the interpretation mode. This is my problem, Mr. Cifuentes. I don't think Ms. Barbosa can change it to the Spanish channel and do all of that. Do you agree?
I have no idea. I haven't worked with her, and I don't know what kind of hearing.
I haven't worked with her either, but I have a gut in my gut.
You just feel it.
She does not know how to operate this Zoom.
Well, you know, I'm still learning myself, so I can relate.
All of us are. Señora Barbosa, ¿puede manejar esta cosa que se llama Zoom?
All right, there's my first question. How's Judge Rangel's Spanish there?
She surprised me. I was like, oh, I didn't know she spoke Spanish. That was perfect. Señora and everything, yeah.
No, me lo hace mi hija.
Okay, ¿Y su hija sí le sabe al teléfono?
Sí, aquí está. Ella sabe inglés y todo.
It's up to you, Judge.
Let's just do it consecutive. I don't trust.
Okay. Yes.
I don't trust anybody. Let's go ahead and get on the record. 2019-2764 Barbosa versus Old Republic. Announcement of counsel, please.
Chris Losey here for Old Republic.
Ms. Barbosa, you are here without an attorney.
Señora Barbosa, usted está aquí sin abogado por derecho propio.
Sí, es que no he encontrado, nadie ha querido agarrar mi caso.
Dice
que ya es mucho tiempo, entonces he buscado varios abogados y no, nadie quiere.
Well, it's just that I haven't found one. I've been looking for one. They say that it's been too long of a time, and so I've been looking, but they said, well, nobody wants to take the case.
But what do you want me to do, Ms. Barbosa?
Entonces, ¿qué le gustaría a usted que como juez que se hiciera? O sea, que hiciera la jueza acerca de esto.
Lo que ella decida está bien.
Whatever she decides is fine.
What happens if I dismiss your case?
¿Y qué pasa si yo sobreseo su caso, lo desestimo, lo descarto?
Pues sería algo injusto, ¿no?
Well, that would be something unfair, don't you think?
So you need to get a lawyer. There's 1,500 lawyers in El Paso. I can't believe you can't get one.
Pues tiene que usted obtener algún abogado. Hay 1,500 abogados en El Paso. No puedo creer que no pueda usted encontrar algún abogado.
He buscado varios y eso es lo que me dicen. Incluso también he visto de Odessa.
I've been looking. I looked. I talked to several of them. They said that's what they tell me. In fact, I even looked in Odessa.
Ma'am, you know,
Okay, so I know what's going on here. Yesenia knows what's going on here. The judge really doesn't, and that's typical. They don't see a lot of workers' compensation cases. This is in Texas, so this comp statute's different.
Mhm.
But we do workers' comp in Illinois, in Chicago. It's really intricate stuff, and people can't just figure it out. And certainly, someone who doesn't even speak English has got no shot. Correct?
Right. Yeah.
And the problem here is, and you'll see it, so this judge doesn't see a lot of stuff. She doesn't understand what the problem is. As we progress, you'll see that. She does not get it. There might be 1,500 attorneys in El Paso, but first of all, most of them don't know the first thing about workers' compensation.
Mhm.
Let's start there. And secondly, the real problem is here, her case doesn't have merit.
Right.
It's on a contingency basis, and no attorneys want it because they're not going to make any money. It's that simple.
Right. That's why I felt bad when she's like, I can't believe, you can't get an attorney. And I'm like, oh, like I believe her that she tried and maybe somebody, nobody wanted it. So I'm like, oh.
So, you talk to a lot of people like this, at the firm.
Mhm.
And we'll tell them either, I'll look at it and we'll say, all right, great. It's a case. Let's sign it up. Or, ma'am, you don't have a case and here's why.
Right. Yeah.
But it will bring resolution to it. But if you've gone to 5 attorneys and nobody wants it, your case doesn't have value.
Right.
Is the likely scenario.
Agreed. Yeah.
I can't wait forever for you to find a lawyer, ma'am. That's not just and fair to the court either.
Entonces, señora, tampoco me puedo estar esperando por siempre para que usted pueda encontrar abogado. Eso tampoco.
She is fun and dramatic, though, isn't she?
Yeah.
Have you seen? I've done videos on this. Have you seen her before?
I have. I think she's pretty. I love her glasses and her hair.
Yeah,
she always looks so she looks good.
Yeah, she's fun.
Tampoco sería justo para el juzgado tampoco.
So what do we do?
Entonces, ¿qué hacemos?
You cannot represent yourself.
Usted no puede presentarse por derecho propio.
With all due respect, you don't know what you're doing.
Y con todo respeto le digo, usted no va a saber lo que va a estar haciendo.
So what do I do?
Entonces, ¿qué me queda a mí por hacer?
Pues lo que crea conveniente.
Whatever you believe to be convenient.
The only option I have is to dismiss the case. And you said that wasn't fair.
Bueno, la única opción que tengo es de sobreseer el caso y usted me dice que no es justo.
But then by the same token, you don't go out to find an attorney.
Pero al mismo tiempo no sale a encontrar un abogado.
You don't help yourself.
No se ayuda a usted a sí misma.
So why should I help you?
Entonces, ¿por qué debería yo de ayudarle a usted si usted no se ayuda a sí misma?
Sí, he salido a buscar.
Well, yes, I have gone out looking.
I cannot believe out of 1,500 attorneys in El Paso County, you cannot find one. How many have you gone to see?
Mire, no creo que con 1,500 abogados en el condado del Paso usted no puede encontrar uno solo. ¿Cuántos abogados ha ido usted a hablar? ¿Con cuántos?
He visto 5.
I've seen 5.
Okay, there's 1,495 attorneys left. And you don't seem to be eager or anxious or willing to get out there, get out of your house, get in the car, and talk to a lawyer.
Bueno, señora, entonces le quedan 1,495 otros abogados que hay que ir a ver. A ustedes no se le ve que tenga ganas, que tenga ansias, que esté dispuesta a salir de la casa, subirse el carro y empezar a buscar.
Es que me tienen que llevar porque no me estoy moviendo por sí misma, por lo de mi operación. Entonces tengo que pedir de favor que me lleven, que me traigan. Todo eso se me ha complicado.
Well, it's just that since I can't move on my own because of the operation, I have to be asking people to take me asking for a favor, take me and bring me back and all that.
Ma'am, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry you have all those issues. I really
That strikes me as odd. I don't know why they're saying that. You've been with me for years, right? Mm-hmm. We sign up 99% of our cases over email or phone these days.
Yeah.
So that I mean, it's not a big deal, but I and she's on the Zoom, so she was able to work a Zoom. If you're able to work a Zoom,
but it was with help of her daughter. So like even if she's not going out and you're like, well, Google it. Maybe she doesn't know how to Google it. So I feel sympathetic. It hurts my heart. I feel bad for her because I believe her. She's like so sweet, just she kind of reminds me of my mom, my mom would be the same way. So
yeah, we often do that. We get the younger generation, and that goes across culture like anybody. We get an older person who's not as used to this sort of stuff, and we have to get their kids involved to complete the email or the Zoom or whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But you're not showing any interest in your case. You're not showing any interest in bringing this lawsuit to an end.
Señora, de veras lo siento por lo que usted está pasando, de veras. Lo siento, pero usted no está demostrando ese interés en este caso, en esta demanda, para llevarla al final, para concluirla. Y ese es el caso suyo.
We spoke in February, ma'am. The last hearing was in February. It has been over 60 days. I gave you 60 days, Mr. Losi. The hearing was when?
Mire, estuvimos aquí desde febrero, la última vez que tuvimos la audiencia. Desde febrero le di a usted ya van más de 60 días. Le di 60 días para eso. A ver, licenciado, ¿cuánto fue la última audiencia que tuvimos?
I have March the 23rd, Your Honor.
El 23 de marzo, su señoría.
The docket says February, Miss Mata. Why does the docket say February?
Because we had a motion to withdraw back in December, Judge, and she was to come back in February with a new attorney, but she called and she requested due to medical reasons. But ever since then, she was aware that she needed to hire an attorney, and then that one was reset for March.
Got it. So this was December then. Since December. Okay. So you've had 4 months, and in 4 months you've seen 5 attorneys.
Mire, señora, entonces, como están diciendo, desde diciembre la iba a tener. Entonces la fijaron para febrero. En febrero llamó diciendo que no tenía abogado, que debería presentarse con su abogado nuevo. Hicimos la cita otra vez para marzo. Entonces, desde diciembre son 4 meses. Y en 4 meses solamente ha hablado usted con 5 abogados.
You're not interested in your case, Ms. Barbosa?
¿No tiene interés usted en su caso, señora Barbosa?
Sí, sí tengo interés.
Yes, I am interested in my case.
Yeah, but you don't show it.
Pero no lo demuestra, señora.
Actions speak louder than words, Ms. Barbosa.
Las acciones tienen más potencia que las palabras.
You have seen 5 attorneys now in 4 months. January, February, March, April.
Ha visto solamente 5 abogados en enero, febrero, marzo, abril.
That's about 1 attorney a month.
Es como ver a un abogado por mes.
What do you want me to do, Ms. Barbosa?
Entonces dígame qué es lo que quiere usted que yo haga, señora Barbosa.
Lo que guste.
Whatever you want.
I can send you to mediation to try to mediate this case. It's going to cost you $500. Do you have $500 to pay a mediator in this case to mediate?
Mire, los puedo mandar a mediación. Les cobrarían $500. $500 para pagarle a un mediador. ¿Tiene usted $500 para pagarle a un mediador?
No, pero los puedo conseguir.
No, ¿para quién come up with it?
Mr. Losi, are you willing to do mediation in this case?
Licenciado Losi, ¿está dispuesto usted a llegar a la mediación en este caso?
Your Honor, as you may know, the underlying claim in this is a workers' compensation claim that the carrier wanted.
First of all, this guy's straight from Central Casting. He looks like opposing counsel on half our cases. and I feel for her, just like you were saying. I don't want her to waste the $500.
Right.
Her paying $500. That's the least of it. Then she doesn't know about workers' comp, and when she shows up, she's gonna have to pay an interpreter. That's not provided. She's not a criminal defendant. She can't just show up at a mediation and have someone interpret for her.
Right.
So, so it gets back to, before we start throwing money down that hole, what are the merits of the case? And she needs an attorney to assess that. It sounds like she's had 5 of them, and they think she's either messed something up in the statute, so like she's blown up the case, or it just wasn't a good case to begin with. That's my guess.
Well, that's what she was going back to, like, that she wasn't specific, but she just said that they were saying that it's been too long. So, notice, or, that's all I could think of, something like that. But
yeah,
the administrative level, and then it's moved up the docket. I can certainly talk to my client about mediating, but I would just let you know and Ms. Barbosa know that she's going to have some knowledge of workers' compensation to appreciate what we're trying to do. But I'll do my best. Whatever the court orders, I'll follow through. But it's not like we can just settle for a pot of money. That's not how it's going to work, because there are administrative issues that have to be taken into consideration. So, but certainly can consider that as a possible course of action.
May I
translation? That is a horrible idea, Judge, but I'm going to pretend to go along with it because I'm in front of you.
Summarizing this far.
Please, I'm sorry.
Mire, lo que el abogado le está contestando es que este es un reclamo de compensación del trabajador. Entonces va a hablar con el cliente, para el cliente de él, para ver si acerca de la mediación, si está dispuesto a eso, pero la señora Barbosa va a tener que tener conocimiento acerca de las leyes, procedimientos de lo que es la compensación al trabajador, porque a esto llegaría ya a un nivel administrativo. Entonces, ese es uno de los problemas.
Do you understand, ma'am? You're in an arena, you're in a place where you don't know what you're doing, and you refuse to go out and find an attorney.
Entonces, ¿entiende usted, señora, en lo que está? Como dice el abogado, esto es no más de juntarse, hablar una mediación y arreglarse y llegar a una conclusión de que aquí está tanto dinero. No se trata de eso. Entonces, tiene usted que salir, ya que usted no comprende de lo que significa. Entonces, a buscar un abogado y encontrar un abogado.
Okay.
Now, hang on a second. Mr. Losi, are there any, like a motion for summary judgment that can be filed?
Again, this is Texas statute. It's not that, but really the answer is no. You've been around with me for years. How many comp cases are resolved on motion? Yeah, I mean, maybe 1 or 2 out of thousands.
Right.
Whereas, and we do trials and PI work and all that stuff, and those things, they're filed for some motions for summary judgment, motions to dismiss all the time.
Right.
It shows that the judge is not, and I'm not knocking her. Most judges aren't, because usually this goes through an administrative process. She is absolutely clueless. She's sort of trying to apply courtroom rules to this administrative procedure, and it just doesn't work like that.
Right.
To dispose of this case, because she doesn't want to get an attorney. She's not going to know what she's doing.
Bueno, señor, podría abrir la posibilidad de que se presente una promoción para una sentencia sumaria, porque pues, no va a encontrar abogado y no va a saber lo que está haciendo la señora.
Your Honor, I don't know about a traditional motion for summary judgment, perhaps a no evidence motion for summary judgment.
Okay.
Mire, no estoy seguro si se pueda presentar una promoción para una sentencia sumaria regular, pero quizás una no evidenciaria, quizás eso sí.
I have come up with a solution, Ms. Barbosa, for them to file a legal motion that is going to kick your case out of court.
Muy bien, señora, ya llegué a una solución legal en que les va a permitir sacar su caso fuera del juzgado.
They're going to file a legal motion. You're not going to know what to do with it or what you're doing. You're going to mess it up, and the case is going to get thrown out of court. Is that what you want?
Ellos van a promover una acción legal. Y luego usted la va a contestar y no va a saber cómo contestarla y lo más probable es que lo eche todo a perder en esa promoción, la contestación. Yo tengo que, desestimarla, sobreseerla, echarla fuera. ¿Es lo que usted quiere que yo haga?
No, señor.
No, ma'am.
So the simple thing is get an attorney.
Entonces, lo más sencillo es que obtenga usted un abogado.
No, I'm just saying that was gonna be her response. Like, okay, like I'll keep trying, you know.
Yeah. Do you think the interpreter's doing a good job? I mean, I've dealt with a lot of them. He seems to be doing a good job, but again, I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know if he's translating well.
No, yeah, he's on point.
It's fine.
I'm giving you 2 weeks, ma'am. If in 2 weeks you don't have a lawyer, Mr. Losi may file whatever motion to kick your case out of court.
Le voy a dar 2 semanas para que usted tenga abogado. Y si en esas 2 semanas el licenciado Losi va a presentar una promoción para que se deshaga este caso, para sobreseerlo, para descartarlo.
Bueno.
Okay.
So the resolution of this case is in your hands.
Entonces la resolución de este caso está en sus manos, señora Barbosa.
Está bien.
It's fine.
I cannot impress upon you how much get a lawyer. Get a lawyer. That's what you need to do. The lawyer has very kindly asked for more time so that you can get a lawyer, ma'am.
Y este abogado tan amable lo está haciendo de una manera tan amable de que le da todo un mes para que usted pueda encontrar un abogado, señora.
Ok, está bien, gracias.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
It's going to be set for status/dismissal. In case she doesn't show up, I'm going to dismiss the case. Status/dismissal.
Esta es para la revisión del caso o para el sobreseimiento. No se presenta, queda el caso sobreseído.
Okay.
Any questions, Ms. Barbosa?
¿Alguna otra pregunta?
No, todo está bien. Gracias.
No, everything's fine. Thank you.
Okay, everybody may be excused. Have a great day.
Well, there you have it. Did it make you crazy like I thought it would?
Yeah, but on a different, I mean, I thought it was going to be her actually defending her case. You know, I think that's what I was expecting, and it was a lot of just yelling at her.
Oh, I forgot to point out, check out the cool Law Talk with Mike merch she's got on. I didn't ask you to do that, but it's a perfect day for it.
Hey.
That's really cool. You get the test Law Talk with Mike merch for women.
Yes, and
you were the one who initially made me do it. You're like, you have to do tank tops and
right and pink ones.
It literally would have never occurred to me.
Yeah, I was like, I want one.
Well, I don't think she's going to have an attorney in a month because there's no value.
Nobody wants it. Yeah.
I wish someone would just tell her the truth. And then she'd stop spinning her wheels about it. Either she's got something with merit, in which case an attorney will take it, or she doesn't, in which case it's not worth wasting more time on.
Right.
That's basically it. This was fun. This is really odd doing it with you. I mean, I've been on Legal Bites with a bunch of people I don't know or whatever, but this is like a different experience because I talk to you every day.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, this is weird. I've got you sending on a video with me. But thank you. I appreciate it. And as you know, I've got a hearing in the afternoon. I've got to prepare for.
I know. Should be fun.
Here at Law Talk, we like to have fun with silly stuff that happens in court, and every once in a while, and completely by accident, I assure you, you might learn something. Thanks for watching.